Hi guys, today we'll trade on the Quotex platform, and before we start I advise you my private signals where the profit of transactions is more than 80%. Please come to my Telegram and let's start trading. We start the trade session with a balance of $20. Expression time will be 1 minute. Indicator and parabolic indicators indicate the movement and direction of our trend, as well as the auxiliary CCI indicator showing the overbought or underbought state of the price. Let's choose the currency pair that gives us a higher payout percentage. Open the currency pair, and here we can open our trade to reduce the price. Now we see that our trend begins to push off from the formed support and resistance lines. We see how our moving averages are moving on the alligator indicator, which now has a sideways movement for us, but based on the sequence of candle patterns, and also how we see that we have candle shadows for selling. We expect a candle with a large red impulsive body, which will give us a good trade completion. As we see the moving averages begin to open their downtrend, so let's wait for the end. So we close the deal perfectly and continue trading. Here we can open our deal for an increase in the price, as we see that the price has reached an underbought state, so now the price can push up from the support lines, as we see that we already have a correction followed. The trend, as we can see, is already in downward movement. We expect a push in the price, and now we can successfully close our deal for an increase in the price. We successfully close the deal and continue trade. So let's open our deal for an increase in the price. Now we see that all the support and resistance lines are formed from where the price is pushing off from. We also see that we have a progressive movement on the moving average for the uptrend of our movement. So now we can say with confidence that we will have a green candle, as we see that we have a buy shadow on the previous candle patterns. So now we can expect the closing of our trend on the green candle. So let's wait for our trade to close. So we successfully close our trade. Continue trading. Here we see that the price is overbought, so we can now open our trade to reduce the price. As we also had support and resistance lines from where the price is now pushing off, and therefore, according to the sequence, we see that with an increase we start a sharp sale of the price, as it has now reached an overbought state. The sale in foreign currencies now starting on the market. So now we can close our deal on a price decrease and on red candle the time frame. So let's wait completing. So great, we successfully close our deal and continue trading. Here we see that our price is currently underbought. We now have the potential to open our deal to increase the price, as now we see that we have a shadow of this candle. which we call it the gravestone doji candle pattern. It forms what we can now expect as sequence of a green candle. Now we can close our deal on an upward green candle according to this sequence. Let's wait for the completion. So we successfully close our trade. Continue trading. Let's open our trade to reduce the price here. As we see that the price has reached an overbought state where we have formed resistance lines. So now at the end of this time frame we can expect a red candle which will give us an impulse to reduce the price. As we see that we have an impulsive increase and decrease in the price from the formed support lines. Therefore, as we see, we have formed a shooting star candle pattern, so we can successfully close our deal. We successfully closed the deal. Here we can open our deal for an increase in the price. As we see that now our alligator indicator is starting to open an uptrend, we see how channels are formed according to our moving averages. This indicates that we now have an uptrend begins, so now we can successfully close our trading uptrend, starting from the support lines where the price direction is now going and reaching an overbought state. So now we can wait for our trade to close. We successfully close the deal and continue our trade. Here we can open our double deal to reduce the price, as we see that we have opened a downtrend, as we see in the moving average alligator. So now we can successfully open our deal. As we see that here the trend was opened very confidently, movement and impulse from the support and resistance lines were also formed from where the price is pushed up and originates from. So we can successfully close our deal. Great! We successfully close our deal and continue trading. Here we see that we have opened a downtrend, as we see that price was in overbought state. After which a red candle with a large body followed. This can now tell us that we have a signal of the impulse of a red candle in an overbought state and a resistance line which tells us about a reversal of our trend. So now we are waiting for the closure of our deal on the continuation of the movement of the red candle. Let's now wait for our deal to close. So we close our trade at 0, but we can also open a double trade again on a downtrend, as this is exactly exactly what we are expecting now, so there is nothing wrong with that. We can say with confidence that now we will start active reaction of our price, as we were able to successfully close our previous trade. Great, we successfully closed our deal. Let's open a triple deal to reduce the price, as we can see how we now also had two open channels on the moving averages of our alligator indicator, the continuation of the downtrend, but now we see how there are support and resistance lines. We had a rebound in the price, and we can expect its correction and the fact that the price will reach in an upward underward state from which our trend will begin to reverse, and new support and resistance lines will also be formed. So now we can successfully close our deal, so let's wait for the completion. We close our trade, and here we will open our trades to reduce the price, as we see that now we will open channels and our moving averages indicator had a sideways movement. As we see, we begin to open our downtrend, which we were just expecting from the sequence of the candle patterns, as well our rebounds from support and resistance lines. So we can now successfully close our trade on the movement and the beginning of the downtrend. Let's wait until our trade is closed. We successfully close our trades. Here we can open our trades to reduce the price, immediately open for the full amount, as we are sure that the price was reached overbought condition, after which, as we see from the formed support and resistance lines, we had, after the price growth, the same impulsive decline. So now, based on the movement of candle patterns and their sequence, we can confidently determine that at the close of this time frame, the price will begin to decline, and we will be able to close our deal for a decline in sequence. So let's wait for the closure. So as we can see, we were able to successfully close our deals. Several deals were unsuccessful for us, but starting from the entire amount, we were able to get a profit. So I think we closed our trade well today. So in conclusion, I want to say that I recommend you my private signals with my own strategy. You can find it in the description by link. It was a good session today. Thanks for watching. Bye!